How do you play a great quarterback? Well, there's a lot that goes into it, right? Do we see it all the time? No. But when we do, isn't it beautiful? Yes. Which is why it was so amazing to watch Jake Haener from Fresno State play the position on Saturday night on the road, ranked opponent, UCLA, in the Rose Bowl. He was unbelievable. All right, look at his stat line just from that game alone. At the 13th ranked team in the country, they win the game 40-37. He's 39 of 53, 455, and 2 touchdowns. Dude played ball. And he did all of this, by the way, banged up, especially late. And we'll see that in just a moment. How do you do this? You know, is it just God-given ability? Well, yeah, there's certainly some of that, but there's also things that you can control, both as a coach and as a player. You know, the elements of great quarterback play have to be taking place in order for you to play well. You got to have great pre-snap and post-snap recognition of the defense. You got to play with great timing. Where's the timing kept? Are you throwing the ball on time? Are you making decisions on time? Are those decisions the correct decisions? And I'm not just talking about where to throw, but also how to throw. Okay, the pitch selection. Are you driving the football? Are you throwing it with touch? Are you layering it over linebackers? Your pitch selection is very important as a quarterback. And then obviously ball placement. Is the ball on time and on target? And you don't really see all of this manifest of someone playing great unless you get to obvious passing situations. When you can do this in obvious passing situations, you are playing some ball. Let's take a look at the film, because this is exactly what happened with Jake Haener. Okay, first of all, this is a 3rd and 24, folks. Everyone knows that he's throwing. He changes the play. Why? He sees man coverage on both the top and the bottom. So now it just becomes, do I recognize leverage? I know I'm trying to get 24 yards. The corner is on top of the wide receiver, so what does he do? He drives the ball. He doesn't throw it with touch. He drives the ball, great decision, on the back shoulder of the wide receiver. He gets the first down in 3rd and 24. Why? Because he had great recognition. The timing was perfect. His decision-making was terrific, both in how he was throwing the ball, where he was throwing the ball, and then the ball placement was spot on. Was that the only throw? Nope. That was just the first quarter. Let's take a look at the crunch time now. Now you're inside of 3 minutes. They got to have it. It's 3rd and goal. What's the corner technique? Well, I'm going to have to see it post-snap. So what do I see post-snap if I'm Jake Haener? I see the corner facing the interior. That means that I can go back shoulder to my wide receiver, but what do I got to do? Drive the football. Look at that small window. The ball placement. The ball is on time. He's banged up, showing some toughness. Look at that. He can barely stand up, and he threw an absolute seed on the outside. That's exactly what I'm talking about, folks. Recognizing the leverage of the corner. The ball is out on time. The decision of how to throw the ball, and it's perfectly thrown. That was unbelievable, but it wasn't all. Guess why? Because he still had to drive down the field. 54 seconds left. They've got to go the distance of the field, and he's got obvious passing written all over it. So now it's about pre-snap recognition. What do we see here if you're Jake Haener? There's no second-level player. The middle of the field is wide open. So now I can hit the seam, but all I got to do is understand where the leverage of the defender is. The ball placement here is so good. He leads his wide receiver just across the middle. Watch this ball placement. Boom. He knows where he's going. Look at this. This ball is perfectly thrown. Defender has no chance, and he's leading him across the field where he can still get out of bounds. That's like exquisite stuff, but guess what? You still got to punch it in because it's the last drive. You got to get a touchdown. They're down 4. All right, so here it is. Now he starts changing the play, calling the play, game manager. What do we see from the defense? Okay, now I line up at quarterback. What do I see? I see the defensive backs all along the goal line. We got serious soft coverage, which means I can probably throw underneath that, but it really is going to all be determined based on the leverage of those second-level players. Look at him get soft leverage. He's on top. So what does he do? He goes back shoulder again. Oh, my gosh. That throw is so good. I'm losing my mind because the guy is showing toughness. He's showing everything that great quarterbacks have. You go back to the list. The entire game, first quarter all the way to the last drive, in obvious passing situations, he's got great recognition, ball's out on time, his decision-making is perfect, and the ball placement was exquisite. So how do you get to a performance like we've seen from Jake Haener? You start with go back to where we started. 40-37, 39 of 53, 455 yards and 2 touchdowns. How do you do that? By what I just showed you. Jake Haener. That was the performance of the week. My man, It was beautiful, like a symphony. When I see great quarterback play, you got to applaud it. Jake Haener, that was great quarterback play. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.